Okay, ma'am, what book are we going to read tonight?
Pirate Pete.
Pirate Pete.
Yeah.
Okay, let me read you the story, Pirate Pete. Okay? Pirate Pete. Tell me about this. Oh wait, I can't even understand you. Try again.
Dragon Island mermaids should be.
What are those?
Mermaids.
Mermaids?
They're tiny mermaids.
Tiny mermaids. And what about this one?
And Mermaid Island, Her Majesty's treasure map.
Her Majesty's treasure map. Okie dokie.
Her Majesty's treasure map.
That's right. Pirate Pete.
Let me see that Pirate Pete.
There he is.
I like him.
I know you do. Okay, you ready?
I'm covering Pirate Pete.
I know. All right, here we go.
What's it got?
Gold put the twinkle in Pirate Pete's eye, the shine in his hook, and the sparkle in his smile. Why, he liked gold so much that he plundered every ship and shore in the 7 seas in search of the gleaming booty. When he heard that the Queen had discovered a treasure map, Pete had to have it. After all, he explained to his pet parrot, where there's treasure, there's gold, and where there's gold, I'm a-going. Pete journeyed to the Queen's castle, where he whispered the plan to his hidden mouse, where he whispered the plan to his feathery companion. You sing her to sleep, and I'll steal the map. I, squawked the bird. He fluttered up to the highest tower, where the Queen sat gloating over her map. Softly the parrot sang her a lullaby. The dirty trick, the old high-seas snoozeroo, worked like a charm on the Queen.
Why do you call it snoozeroo?
That's what they called it, the dirty trick, the old high-seas snoozeroo. Snoozeroo means she's sleeping. Worked like a charm on the Queen, while her head bobbed like a man overboard.
Why did she bob?
Pete climbed to the tower and snatched up the map. Because that's what she did. Her head bobbed because she was sleeping. By the time the Queen awoke, Pete was far out to sea. Unfurl the map, he told his bird. There lies the gold, he declared, pointing to the bold X on Mermaid Island. To Mermaid Island we go. We must be swift, said the parrot. Her Majesty's fleet will be after us for sure. Pete spun the wheel east, and with a great gust of wind, the ship sailed off. Fine sailing weather, said the parrot. Pete might have agreed, aye, it is. But he had spied an island up ahead. He checked his map. That must be Candy Island. Please stop. That must be Candy Island. He growled, twisting up his nose. I think we should pay it a visit. We don't have time, said the parrot. We've got to get to Mermaid Island. Listen up, matey, said Pete. Where there's candy, there's rotten teeth. And where there's rotten teeth, there's gold to fill 'em. And where there's gold, I'm a-going. The stubborn pirate turned the ship towards Candy Island, and with a good gust of wind behind them, they were soon upon its sugary shores. Hey, let my hand go so I can read you this book. Thank you. Yes, ye candy eaters, Pete ordered the islanders. Open your mouth so I can see your gold teeth.
I can cover this.
Pete peeked inside the mouth of every licorice, licking, taffy tugging, chocolate chomping soul on the island, but he had not reckoned on the toothbrushing. Pearly whites, he cursed. No gold, no gleaming booty. He snatched up some sweets and shoved off. I'll not veer off course again, he promised the parrot.
I want to see
Mermaid Island we go.
puppy.
You want to see the what?
I want to see the puppy.
Oh, there's the puppy. The puppy has a toothbrush. No. Too funny.
Not too funny.
Fine sailing weather, said the parrot. Pete might have agreed, aye, it is, but he had just spied a spot of luck. Clover Island. That's not where we're heading, said the parrot. Listen up, matey, grumbled Pete. Where there's clovers, there's leprechauns. And where there's leprechauns, there's pots of gold. And where there's gold, because that's what it is. And where there's gold, I'm a-going. There's the little elf, cried Pete as the ship creaked ashore. A genuine leprechaun sitting on a pot of gold. Before the merry man could cock his hat, Pete...
There's a little bit milk in there.
There's a little bit what?
There's a little bit milk in there.
Oh, okay. There you go. Before the merry man could cock his hat, Pete seized the pot, scrambled to the ship, and shoved off.
A little bit more milk?
Nope, that's it for the milk tonight.
Little teeny tiny.
No.
Oh.
maybe after our book.
Yeah.
Irish stew, he hollered as he lifted the lid. No gold, no gleamin' booty, he gnashed his teeth. I'll not veer off course again, said Pete. Next stop, Mermaid Island.
No.
You don't think he's gonna go to Mermaid Island?
No.
Where is he gonna go?
You go to Sleepy Island.
Sleepy Island. Fine sailing weather, yawned the bird. Pete might have agreed, aye, it's his, but he had just spied a soothing sight for his tired eyes. Sleepy Island. You were right. That's not where we're headed, the parrot reminded him. Listen up, matey, said Pete. Where there's sleeping, there's a sandman. And where there's sandman, there's magic gold dust. And where there's gold,
I'm going.
I'm a-going.
I think two.
I'm a-going.
I'm going.
Pete sailed to the snoozing shores where the Sandman was tiptoeing from bed to bed. Pete grabbed the old man's bag and reached inside. Storybooks, Pete bellowed, waking the island. No gold, no gleamin' booty, so he hooked a book and shoved off. I'll not veer off course again, he said, pulling on his nightcap. Tomorrow morning we'll make for Mermaid Island. No! Where's he gonna go now?
To Dragon Island.
To Dragon Island. The sun rose and the ship sailed on. Fine sailing weather, said the bird.
Do dragons hurt me?
Dragons would hurt you, yes.
Do little dragons hurt me?
Yep, little dragons would hurt you too. Pete might have agreed. Aye, it
What
is.
little regular mommy can do.
What?
What happens when a regular mom comes?
What, the dragon's mommy?
Yeah.
We'll read about it here in a second. The sun rose and the ship sailed on. Fine sailing weather, said the bird. Pete might have agreed. Aye, it is.
Why did you become an angel?
Who's an angel?
When you become an angel, what would you?
When I become an angel?
Yeah.
You got other angels. Mommy's gonna stay here with you.
Yeah.
Not gonna be an angel for a long time.
Nope.
Okay. Pete might have agreed, aye, it is, but he had just sighted a smoldering sight, Dragon Island. He turned towards its smoky peaks. Don't do that, please. That's not where we're headed, flapped the parrot. Listen up, matey, said Pete. Where there's dragons, there's lairs. And where there's lairs, there's gold. And where there's gold...
This is the dragon's lair.
That's right. And where there's gold...
I'm going.
I'm a-going. Ashore, Pete crept into the dragon's lair where he found the giant lizard snoozing beside a golden egg. Between the snorts and snores, Pete sneaked the egg from its hazy nest, rolled it to his ship, and shoved off. "'Tis a golden goose egg," guessed Pete. Suddenly, the shiny shell cracked open. Out popped a baby dragon with a mouthful of flames. "That's no goose," cried Pete. "It's a fire-breathing lizard, and it's set our sails ablaze. Abandon ship."
Okay, abandon ship.
That means get off the ship, because the ship's on fire.
Yeah.
While the baby dragon flew off with his mother, Pete and his parrot jumped into a rowboat. The parrot watched in despair as their trusty ship sank beneath the waves with a shimmering splash. "We're done for," sobbed the parrot. "Whale baits, shark snacks." "Them's no sharks," said Pete. "Them be
Mermaids.
mermaids. We've made it," cheered the parrot. "We've made it to Mermaid Island."
Uh-oh, who's gonna be there?
I don't know. "Hand me the treasure map," Pete declared, crawling onto shore. After yelling out paces and counting out steps, hobbling to the right and wobbling to the left, Pete finally called, "Here it is! X marks the spot." Pete began digging, then struck something. "A treasure chest," he cried. With a clang of his cutlass, he broke the chest lock, and the lid flew open to reveal...
Gold!
"Gold," Pete sang. "Gleamin' booty." It was a pirate's dream come true. While Pete bathed in the glorious riches, a shadow fell across him.
Uh-oh, good queen!
"The queen," squawked the parrot as the guards gathered round. "Look here, your majesty," said Pete, fumbling for a fib. "I got your treasure all dug up and waiting for you." But the queen would not be tricked again. "Take the gold," she ordered her men, "but leave the pirate and the bird here alone." As quickly as they had come, the queen and her troops disappeared. All that work, no gold, no gleaming booty, moaned the parrot. And what's worse, we're marooned. We're marooned. We're marooned. Not to worry, matey, said.
Birdie.
There's the birdie.
My M.
There's an M, just like Morrison.
Yeah.
Not to worry, matey, said
Birdie.
Pink.
I like that
with a
birdie.
wink.
Get that birdie.
The queen may have taken our gold, but she forgot our boat. So Pete and his faithful companion set off again. This time for the sunset.
Why is it sunset?
Because that's where it is. Where the ocean glistened like 1,000 coins of gold. After all, where there's gold,
They're going.
they're going. The end. Oh, did you see this one?
Yeah.
Pirate Pete and his little birdie.
Yep.
Good book, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Mama.
Yes.